Okay.
Oh,
I can
squeaky dicky.
I can mute myself. Hi, Squeaky.
Okay. All right. 1 second. Here it goes. Boom. We are in the live realm. I'm shaking things around here. Okay. So today we're going to do a whole bunch of different things, and it's maximalism, a little bit of everything. But I want to talk really quickly about embodiment. I was listening to one of Michael Taft's YouTube meditations, and there's a Q&A at the end. This all happened live at the Olympic in California. And somebody said, they were talking about like in the meditation, feel your emotions, feel what's going on in your body without having to change it. And one of the people asking the question afterwards, why should I feel? What's the point of this? I'll tell you the point. If you don't feel what's going on in your body, you're masking and armoring reality. And you're going to be in this body for the rest of your life. This is the one body. You don't have another body that you get to switch into. And even if you did, if you took your brain out and stuck it into another body, that would be a completely different experience than being in your body. So integrating and harmonizing your relationship with yourself, with your own body, is going to be really key in also making choices going forward. Because when we take in what's going on the physical level, feeling into what we feel, we can go, oh, maybe I don't need to do that. Or, oh, maybe I need to do that, because we're feeling in an integrated, earthy way what's happening. And if we don't, like tension, armoring masks sensation. It masks our awareness of what's really going on at the deep heart level, right? So if we start to tension, mask, and armor all this stuff, our body's still taking it in. We're just going to create a lot of disharmony in our whole system. So that is my sales pitch for embodiment. And what does embodiment even mean? We're all embodied all the time. But embodiment where we're relating to movement, where we're relating to the different flows, the possibilities, where we're building strength, where we're increasing our flexibility, where we're rolling around on the floor, hydrating tissue, getting our systems to become more coherent. Coherent means they're working together. We are healthier when we have these coherent systems, right? Coherence in the heart means your heart is working together with your respiration. It's working together with your digestion. You can feel, regulated, where you're neither upregulated or downregulated, but you're right there in the middle, energy available to go up or to go down. So that's the big spiel. Let's start with breathing. Inhale. Open it up, reach it out to your fingertips. Exhale, wings of the lungs. So probably if you are on my channel, if you are seeing this, you actually get it. You don't need to be sold on embodiment, but maybe you have like Uncle Jasper, and maybe he needs a little bit of a push, or maybe it's your parents, or maybe it's your kids, like whoever it is. We have one body for the rest of our life. We are the main ingredient in our life. We could and can inhabit our bodies more skillfully. We can inhabit our planet more skillfully. We can inhabit our relationships more skillfully. And if we feel into what's going on in our body, then we can notice, oh, I feel really tense when I'm around this person. It feels really uncomfortable. I can either say something, or I can be like, maybe I don't need to hang out with that person today, right? But we start to know what the real truth of what our experience is. So we're not running away from experiences or clenching against them, but we're present and able to be with what is going on, circling around, spiraling. And it's not to say like, don't build muscle. You can build muscle and be very aware, or you can build a bunch of muscle and just armor your whole body so that you're not going to feel a thing. So stay present with yourself in your movement. A lot of times people who have weightlifting practices or different things are like, well, I'm just not embodied, I'm in my head. Then my suggestion is, when you do your weightlifting practice, be in your body, stay present with it, don't tune out. Okay, that's my big lecture. Let's do this, some coherent breathing with the inhale up for 6 counts. So it's going to be inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stay there. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale down. 2, 3, 4. Get taller. 5, 6. Exhale up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale down. Building coordination. 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Interlace your hands over your head. Open your feet wide. Just shifting from side to side. Mobilizing your diaphragm. Mobilizing your heart. Mobilizing your lungs. So another thing about embodiment and fitness and somatics and dancing and health is that we can change it through those things, right? We can get healthier by moving more. We can shift things around. We can change our patterning. So I'm inviting some free flow into this side-side weight shift, which means I'm not binding up my muscles. I'm letting it move. I'm letting this ripple of movement move from my foot through my body, out through my head. And I think I'm going to actually free up my hands. So it's like we are being blown by the wind, right? Tuning into that air element of lightness, maybe finding some wonder. There's lightness and strength in this. So lightweight and strong weight happening as they sort of go back and forth, like you are being blown by the wind, a tree in the wind. And then relax that, shake it all out, shake, shake, shake. So shaking is a great way to release tension out of your nervous system, also to stimulate your lymphatic. And let's go in for the lymph flush, rubbing your hands together, taking your right hand to your upper left collarbone, squishing it around. So this is really an all the things. And we're going to bang around from one thing to another. Relax your neck, throat, and jaw. Yawn if that feels good. Be expansive in this movement. So sometimes I see people and they're like barely touching. If it's painful, don't go too nuts on it. But if it feels okay, really let it move. You can move underneath and have that movement on the top, and you're going to guarantee that you're squishing around those little lymph nodes up there. Switch it to the other side. So this is where subclavian vein, the veins underneath your clavicle, are returning the lymphatic fluid into the heart to filter out and then go to your kidneys or wherever it's going after that. So this is the main return pathway, right? This is the central number one floodgate, that if this one's blocked, everything else can be coming back and you're just going to have a system of stuckness in the lymph. So clearing up that one first, really important. And then we're going to switch it to the angle of the jaw. Bunch of lymph nodes up here. So you can gently get around the angle. You can come down your neck a little bit if you want. You can go along this ridge. Ugh. You can also like squish around your face, your tongue. This tongue is like the end of the gut body, right? The other end is down on your rear end. So when we start getting that tongue action going, reaching it out, we're pulling on the fascia in our whole gut body, right? So feel free to get your tongue in on the action. What is the fascia? It's all the stuff that the organ of form. Okay, let's go just do a quick K27 points. They're just below your collarbones, about like that. Little circles in there. We're going to do a whole bunch of energy work with this, right? So we have energy work, we have movement, we have breath work, we have lymph flushing, we have free flow, we have bound flow exercise stuff. All of it is good. All of it is good sometimes. Letting your head and neck free up, Relax your jaw. And then thymus thump. Tarzan it out. It's fun to add the vibration of sound, but it does also affect the tissue. So feel free to add some sound, especially if you're very shy about making sound. If you're a very quiet person, feel free to, in the privacy of your own home, make some noise. All right, practice for life, right? Practice speaking up. There's a problem here, I need to say something. Or, oh my God, that's wonderful. I need to commend you on how great you just did. All right, let's take the right hand to the upper left armpit pec, getting in there. We are back to the lymph flush, having briefly spent some time in the energy work. It's not like there's one and then the other. All of this is working together. And then switch it to the other side. And you can see I am rocking back and forth as I do it. So I am like in this natural flow in movement. I'm like, oh, just generally alive and awake. Breathing. Moving. Then we're going to come under here and we're going to do a little, here's my xiphoid process, the bottom of my sternum there. And then I'm just going to do a little pull along my ribs. And as I'm pulling along my ribs, I am going to try to, let's see, I'm going to try to kind of breathe in and breathe out. So I'm pulling, getting the internal massage by exaggerating the breath. Hello, liver. Hello, spleen. Hello, stomach. Moving the body from the inside and the outside, right? Sometimes we think, oh, I can't do anything. I have to go to the doctor. I need everyone to fix things for me. A lot of stuff we can work on ourselves. So 2 to 4 pulls through there. Exaggerate the breath. Feel the movement of the diaphragm. Giving yourself this little massage. As we breathe, the lungs are hugging the heart. Oh, my heart is happy and they're being hugged by these loving lungs. And shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, coming into the space right in the middle. There's my belly button, xiphoid process right in the middle. Cisterna-chyli. And that's pretty deep inside your body. It's not there on the surface, so let yourself kind of curl around it if that feels good. Well, it doesn't feel good. Let me just say if that feels better, because to me, the cisterna-chyli, this is one of the lymph node areas, or poking into this part of my body always feels like, oh, this is not very pleasant. If I kind of submit to the pressure, it's better. And then shake that out, inguinal fold right there, right in the fold of your leg, get in. Gentle or not, feel into what it is. There's a lot of lymph nodes in there. If you've never looked, like Googled lymphatic system, do that after this class. Look it up on Google or pause if you're in the replay. Check it out, see what you're doing, what you're touching. And then behind the knees. And then coming up, shake it all out, shake it all out, shake it all out. Free flow, have a party, bounce around. Doesn't have to be this big, but it could. Try moving in different ways. So like if I'm bouncing kind of even both sides, I want to change it, add a spiral, find the space above me, the space behind me. My knee is obviously much better because it doesn't hurt to jump up and down. Yay! All right, and then let's take it down to the floor. Getting a little bit more traditional in our movement. And we're gonna, well, maybe not that traditional. Rock from side to side, massaging through your butt. So here's a little mobility. Oh, can I move around the room? Can I get from here to there? In multiple different ways, right? Can I come up onto my knees? Can I find different ways of getting around? It's really worth finding some options and thinking that there are options in case you do get injured and you feel like you can't move. There's probably a way you can move. You just have to think into it. Like, I'm just thinking about people who live alone, who have a fall, they break their hip, they're stuck down there. Is there a way to move? Can I inch myself without really moving my hip to my phone, to whatever, to the light? So thinking about that. So we want mobility and freedom in our body. And when we move in these different patterns, we're creating the capacity to move in these different patterns, right? We're giving ourselves more options, more potential. All right, let's do this. Just even for our next career, we're going to open up. You're going to cross, step, take your butt up to the ceiling, cross it down, come through the middle, open it up, cross, step to the ceiling, come down, open it up, cross, step onto that foot, butt up, take it down, open through the middle, cross it over. This might not be the biggest movement yet, right? You may not have stretched your inner thighs enough to go for your massive split. So just be gentle with it. What works? Open, cross, up. We're going to change it. We're going to add to it. I'm going to turn around so that you can see. Open, cross. We're going to come up and we're going to bring our hands so they're in a diamond shape. And we're going to do 5 push-ups there. Try to bring your weight onto your arms. You can bend your knees if you need to. 1, 2, butt to the ceiling. 3, 4, 5. Take it down onto your butt. Open. Take it to the other side. Press it up. Hands in the diamond shape. Elbows wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take it down. Open. Cross. Bring it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take it down. Open. Cross. Take your butt to the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And relax. Didn't see that one coming, did you? Arm circles, spirals. There we go. I'm actually spiraling from my knees. And we're going to do this. I'm actually going to stand up for this. We're just going to keep moving through this because I feel like a lot of times people take a mat class and like they can't move from place to place. So getting down, getting up, really great skill to have. Try and do it differently every time. We're going to take one hand, circling. Hold on, I have to think about this. There we go. Let's just do here, swinging through. And then you're going to swing so high that your arms cross on top. Yeah, so if you can't get there, just swing, swing, swing. You can change it to the other side. I think I just did the same side again. Oh yeah, I really want to do that. I think I'm not changing it. I have to change it without doing the swings. And there we go. I have changed it the other way. So do one whole one way, and then one whole one the other way, just to ensure that you fry your brain. Right? So we're thinking about what's happening, staying present in the exercise, and let that go. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Now for another one, you're going to take your hand, circle it back, circle it front, serve the sandwiches to everyone, come around your head, open it out to the side, to the back, to the front, serving the sandwiches. The whole room gets them. Circle around your head, take it back to the front, circle, open. This is a very 3-dimensional exercise. That's the vertical plane, moving through the horizontal plane. Wait, hold on, I have to think here. Vertical plane, horizontal plane, around, sort of the sagittal plane, but mostly it's vertical and horizontal. Circle around, back to the front, serve the sandwiches, back, front, serve the sandwiches. So really it's vertical plane, horizontal plane, vertical plane, vertical plane, horizontal plane. If that doesn't make any sense to you, don't worry about it. This is like movement analysis stuff. And let's switch it to the other side. Hand circles back, and then front opens out over your head and back. Front, open it out. Serve the sandwiches to everyone around your head, back. Front, serve the sandwiches around your head, back. Front, serve the sandwiches around your head, back. If you play golf, great warm up for you. If you're a pole dancer, great warm up for you. If you play tennis, great warm up for you. What other things? Things we do with our arms. If you play baseball, great warm up for you. If you throw anything, great warm up. If you're a bartender, I remember when I was a bartender, I used to have really good aim throwing the bottle caps into the trash, right? So for whatever it is, or maybe lifting the bottles. This is for Georgina. Speaking of bartenders, we're going to go in and out, in and out. So really think of the fingertips initiating the movement, and then it moves through into the elbows, into the chest, into the pecs, into the lungs. Let's take it a little bigger, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And I'm getting that extra legs in and out with an arch and curl, in and out, in and out. And last one, in and out. And then to change it, circle on one side, circle on the other. Weight shift, circling. If you can find a breathing pattern with your movement, that is going to be a more sustainable and good body mind work. Sometimes, like I've taken some like cardio classes, and it's so frenetic that you can't possibly stay present with what you're doing. And it's not to say that there isn't some value in that, but I think there's a lot more value in being able to really be with your body as you're moving. Sometimes, like in dance, things are so fast that once you've trained them enough, you can be really fast doing all the things and stay present. But I want to do a back thing here, and I want to do it from a flat back. Arms out, we're going to flat back down, feet are wide, you're going to bend your knees, reach it out, open the hands, and come back up. So stick out your butt, reach your arms forward, tail back, open the arms to the side, and come up. Flat back, bend your knees, open it up, all the way to standing. Get your pelvis underneath you. Flat back, bend your knees, open it, and lift. Flat back, and bend, open. Lift, last one. Flat back, and bend. Take your hands down to the floor, walk it into a downward dog. Socks off, maybe. And in your dog, bend one knee, bend the other, look under your armpit. Now your arms and your shoulder girdle should be fairly warmed up. This should be a great time to be in that downward dog. We've done a bunch of stuff. We're going to take the right leg as high as it can go. Bring it in, knee to your chest. Inhale, open. Exhale, cross it under. Inhale, open, outer shoulder. Put your foot down on the floor. Take your hand up. 3 arm circles, swimming forward. 1, 2, chest, lungs, and heart. 3 arm circles back. Backstroke. 1, 2, 3. We are going to take that back foot and step it through, bringing it through. We're going to lift that leg. 1, 2, hello leg. 3, kick it back, and then come in, kick that leg up to the ceiling. This got very complicated, but I like it. Other side, leg up to the ceiling, knee to your chest. 1, inhale, open, cross it under. 2, inhale, open, take it down. And then we hit 3 backstrokes. 1, 2, 3, 3 forward strokes. 1, 2, 3. Leg is going to step through, up and down. 1, 2, 3. Step it back, kick the leg up and lower down. to adjust my camera just a little bit. Okay, we're gonna do the whole thing one more time. First leg up to the ceiling as high as it can go. Bring it into your chest. We're just gonna hang out. We're gonna go a little slower. Hang out, breathe into it. Push the floor away with your arms. Inhale, reach it up. Split, split, split. Cross it under. Hang out, breathe. And reach it up. Split, split, split. Open, open, open. And knee to your shoulder. Hang out before you put it down. And then put it down. Backstroke. Chest, lungs, and heart. 1. Inhale, exhale. 2. 3, front stroke. 1. Come on, everybody. 2. 3. Step it through. Up and down. 1. Try to kick your hand. 2. 3. Step it back. Leg to the ceiling. We're going to pulse it up for 10. Going 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to square off your shoulders to the floor. 7, 8, 9, 10. Release it down. Other leg. Up and open. Knee into your chest. Oh, hang out there. Breathe. Kick the ceiling. Poke a hole. Open it up. Big split. Cross it under. Hang out. Poke a hole through the ceiling to the outer shoulder. Hang out. And then put it down. Backstroke. 1, 2. Use your lungs. 3. Other way. 1, 2, 3. Step it through. Up and down. 1, 2, 3. Oh, kick it back. Leg up to the ceiling for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release it down. Walk through your heels. Lift your heels high. Scoop your belly in. Around your spine. Roll it all the way forward. Find it. Push forward and back. Head and heels. We're going to put our knees down. Back of the hands to the floor. Make fists. And in your fist making, try scooping up, rounding your spine, and then try flexing and arching, extending your spine. Hollow and scoop your belly in. This is actually flexion of your spine, and this is extension of your spine. But we're closing the front of the body as we're opening the back. Then we're opening the front as we're kind of closing the back. Let's take it down to a forearm plank, touching the floor. Parallel, 1, 2, crossing under, cross, cross, 1, 2, outer shoulder, parallel, parallel, twist, twist, shoulder, 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 shoulder. Last one. Parallel, parallel, twist, twist, shoulder, shoulder. Take it down. Relax into the floor. Big breath into the front of your body. Really breathe your body into the floor. Exhale, soften. A couple more breaths like that. Filling your lungs. Feeling your heartbeat. When I come down to the floor after doing some active stuff, and my heart is going, woo, I can feel it. Dropping your knees from side to side, relaxing your quads, relaxing your butt, wagging and shaking your big foxtail. Happy summer solstice, a day after the summer solstice. I did a whole somatic inquiry about wonder, but actually not everybody, people came in a little bit of a dark mode. So we didn't quite go straight to the sense of wonder. There was a little bit of triage coming in for a landing. All right, let's opposite arm to leg it. Inhale up, exhale down. Radiate away from center. Use your breath. So we're inhaling up, exhaling down. And now we're going to try the opposite. In the interests of giving our cells something new, we're going to exhale up and inhale down. So take a deep breath in and then exhale up, inhale down, exhale up, inhale down, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Take your hands next to your chest. Inhale, open the front of your body. Exhale down. Inhale on the floor. Exhale up. Inhale down. Just do whichever one feels good to you. Usually I'm so trained to inhale up, exhale down. So that's usually the one that I go to, but it does feel good to do it the other way as well. And we want to have potential in our body. We don't want to limit our way of doing things, just one way that I can do this. There may be a way that is more skillful at any given time, but it's good to have both options or more options. Let's take a quick child's pose, rounding your spine. I'm still not going into that deep flexion for very long, so I am not going all the way. Breathing deep down into your belly. So imagining that you're breathing deep down to your diaphragm, that's pushing down into your organs, all the way down to your pelvic floor. So all this movement, let's circle our hips. When we're moving our whole body, everything in there is moving. We're not just moving our muscles and our bones. We're moving our organs. We're moving our nervous system. We're moving our fascia. We're moving our skin. Like all of it is getting motion, which hydrates tissue, which moves things around. If something's getting kind of stuck and caught, movement can be a great key to releasing it. However, if you are really sick and you need to be, or like if you have like one of those autoimmune diseases where you just need to do nothing, then do that, because sometimes our body is like, no, it's all too much. Stop. You don't have a choice. And then you better stop. You better listen. You better heed the warning. All right, which is another reason to listen to our bodies, because if we're listening along the way, we won't get to that point, right? If we're listening along the way and going, oh, I really need to slow down, or I really need to go for a walk. I really need to get some fresh air. I really need to get some sunlight on my skin, or I really need to eat healthier food. I need to eat more real live food that is made of one ingredient. Doesn't mean you can't cook it, but I'm talking about like no processed foods. All right, let's circle the legs, big circles or small circles, whatever feels good to you. So I'll tell you that something that I am doing this week, and maybe for longer, is I am not drinking any alcohol, which is like, okay, big deal. But the other thing I'm not doing is I'm not watching any TV, and I am not spending any more time on social media other than doing the work that I do. So I am not doing any extra screen time, really minimizing that, and not watching any Netflix. Anytime I need to do something to entertain myself, I start to play my violin, or I read my Lori Nemet's book about myofascia in form and function, right? So I'm or I write something. I do something that is what I want to do for me, that is not, I've changed directions, just in case you didn't know, that isn't about all of this distraction. I felt like, oh my God, there's so much distraction. How does anyone ever do their thing or achieve anything with all of this distraction? Like, you can't look at your phone without getting a text message, an email, this, that. All my alarms are always turned off. Like, I'm never getting notifications for anything. I don't need to know. Hands behind your head. Crossing over. 1. Contralateral movement. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Relax for a second, drop it down. Free up your head-tail connection, free up your spine. So how I was talking about embodiment of like tension masks sensation, but distraction also masks embodiment or knowing, right? So like when you stop drinking alcohol or smoking pot or whatever it is that you do to deal with being a human on the planet, or watching too much Netflix or whatever it is. When you stop that, then you get to see the reality of what's going on. And if you aren't seeing the reality, it's hard to change anything, right? But if you really can be with the reality in your body of what is actually happening, you go, oh, this is okay, this isn't okay, this is what needs to change, right? But when we're so distracted, so advertised to, so many things happening all the time, it's hard to have that kind of awareness. All right, we're going to do a deep breath in. On the exhale, we're going to take our legs up to the ceiling, slowly lower them down with a shh sound, a strong shh, like you're an angry librarian. Deep breath in. Inhale, open. Fill up your lungs. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Oh, I'm cramping a little bit. Inhale. Exhale. So I'm just releasing my feet and then pointing. Inhale. Exhale. You can push through your heels, get that flex, and then go through your toes. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Then relax. Yeah. So also sometimes, like when we're in a bad mood or something didn't go our way, and then we like, I don't want to think about this, so I'm going to go distract myself. We aren't giving ourselves the possibility for us to process that material, internally rotate. And hey, I do it all the time. That's why I'm like, maybe I need to not distract myself for a little while in these ways. I can distract myself by playing music. I can distract myself by reading like, you know, a book about meditation or fascia or something like that. But I'm not going to go into someone else's storyland or advertisement. But the thing about that is when you do take this sort of detox, it's like, oh, I got really cranky yesterday. I had this like, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to be with that. I'm just going to be with me being cranky and feeling crapo. And it was fine. You know, eventually it changed. I went for a walk up the hill and had a huge conversation with a bunch of different neighbors who were all out there to enjoy the solstice. All right, so press up into my feet are very wide. We're going to circle our pelvis. If your hamstrings have not warmed up by now, or the back body, here's a great opportunity. Spine freeing up, head, tail, and change direction, other way. I think a lot of meditation, especially the women in meditation, I feel like Pema Chodron and what's her name? There's one that I really like, Corten. What is her first name? She's an Australian woman. Or is she South African? I think she's Australian. Take it in, walk your feet closer together, and then inch your toes out, inch it out, and then see if you can inch it back from your feet, just inching with your toes, inch it in. Oh, that's not easy coming in. It's easy going out. Inch your way out, keeping your pelvis up there. Inch your way in, trying to just work your feet to get it in. So it's not like lift a foot, lift a foot, lift a leg, but it's toes and feet inching their way out and then inching their way in. The inching in is much, much harder for me. Inch it out, switch your way out, and then bring it in. And I really want to pick up my legs. Try to just use your feet and back body and relax, bring it down. Happy baby. But that's one thing that they say is also, can you just be with yourself in all your ugliness, in all your shitty, bad mood, crappy, poopy face, resting bitchiness, and just let it be okay. right? If we can accept our shitty parts, our yuckiness, that's a big deal. Rolling back and forth. And which doesn't mean go and spout off at everybody. It doesn't mean go and be an asshole. It means deal with yourself. Accept that part of you. If you want to take this all the way up to standing, go for it. You can also kind of reach your legs to the ceiling here and then stand. That's just an option. You could also keep it in a small roll, hang out in your plow. This always does a lot for me. Because that is where I'm tight in my upper back and neck. Let's open wide and fold it in onto one side, relaxing your body, pouring your body from one side to the other. Open, 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 close, 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 close. Massaging through the tissues of your back. Letting your body go as slow as you want to go. Open, close it in. Relax your head into the floor, pouring your water sack body from side to side. Good. And then coming in and let's check the time. I've been going for a long time because we started so late because I was talking to Cassie for a long time. So let's come. My hair is looking fabulous. The heat miser, 100%. I'm really not sure what to do with it. And I'm kind of digging the gray. So I'm like, maybe I'm accepting my aging body. But it's kind of cool. I'm like, look at that. It's also kind of like patchy colors. Like it's really white. Salt and pepper, I believe is what that's called. All right, but I'm probably going to dye it soon. Coming up. Inhale, reach for the stars. Reach more on one side, reach more on the other side. Imagine that you're really drawing down the inspiration into your body, right? The heavens, the connection to the heavens through your fingertips. And letting your body, your torso, move from side to side as those arms reach up. So we're getting more movement in the diaphragm, heart, lungs, scapula. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. And let's just end it with this. It's a hum. So humming, a hum breath, stimulates the production of nitric oxide. And nitric oxide is a vasodilator. It works on the endothelium, the little cell linings, the linings of your vascular system and your heart. So, and it also is an antibacterial, antiviral, and antifungal. And we produce it in our nose when we hum. So we want to hum with our mouth closed and then inhale and get that nitric oxide into your blood system. So we're going to do it like maybe for a couple of minutes. If you need to take a resting breath, just take a resting breath. If it feels like too much, suck it up. No, just kidding. If it feels like too much, don't do it. It's really up to you. Here we go. You can micromove your body. You can also micromove your tongue. Your tongue can be like a jellyfish in your mouth, moving around, and that will change the sound. You can probably hear it, kind of creating overtones. And you can also feel the vibration move around to different locations if you move your tongue. So tuning into that. You might not be able to sense that yet, but if you keep this exercise going for a while, meaning days, weeks, months, you will be able to feel it. A lower pitch is going to vibrate lower in your body. A higher pitch is going to vibrate higher. Try not to play with it too much. Try to stick onto one thing. You can play with the tongue, but try to stay present in it instead of going all over. Sometimes, let me just rephrase that. If it's playful and fun, do whatever you want. But if you're just kind of going all over the place, try to just hone into one sort of pitch and let the tongue have that freedom inside. I know how to rephrase that. Keep your awareness tuning in. The play can go wherever it wants, but don't let it be going outside of yourself. Really keep bringing it in. So you're drawing yourself, your energetic field, your life force to yourself. Energetic field is going to be expansive anyway, but you're just bringing back your own prana. Yeah, a lot of people really like to help take care of other people. So just make sure you're nourishing the source first. The empty husk doesn't have much to offer, right? But the full, effulgent, overflowing, brilliant, energetic force has a lot to offer. So really think of that. Your stream first. Put on your mask first. Otherwise, you're going out. Your baby might survive, right? So really, it's not very culturally accepted or even, promoted to deeply take care of your own live system, like with healthy food, with exercise, with good relationships, with sleep. Super important. Really, really, one of the most fundamental things. If you're not getting enough sleep, or if you haven't established a way to let go of the extra stuff so that you can sleep, if you're waking up a lot at night, there are ways to help bring your sleep into a better, more coherent patterning for your body. So look into that, right? So important. You can't be healthy if you aren't getting the downtime or it's much harder to reboost the system. All right, that's it. I'm not talking anymore. Thank you. If you